Hi guys, so today we're going to be talking about the Pure Liquid Veil 4-in-1 Spray Foundation. This is £28 for 58 grams or 2 ounces, or free fluid ounces, 90 millilitres. Just for kind of reference, the Urban Decay All Nighter is 30 mils or 1 fluid ounce, so it's got 3 times the product that you get in this, despite the size being almost identical. So I got this in Marks and Spencer's. You can get it at various places online, and Ulta carries it in the States. Now this does only come in 4 shades: light, medium, tan and dark or deep. I obviously bought light, fairly predictable. What I do find kind of not necessarily worrying, but I think if you were a professional and you were using this in your kit, the only place on the actual can that says the shade is a little tiny clear sticker that you're kind of hoping stays on and stays in place, which is a bit of a negative. So it comes in a box like this, just in case you're wondering what you're looking for when you're going around the shelves. And it says it's infused with liquid crystals and it's butane free. Butane is a gas that's going to be used for, pressurising aerosols, or in this case, not used for pressurising aerosols. So online it says, getting that gorgeous airbrush look has never been easier. Liquid Veil delivers ultralight, skin perfecting coverage in a one-of-a-kind spray formula. This non-butane foundation hydrator and skin perfecting veil provides a dewy, soft finish and satiny smooth close-up worthy complexion. Keratin complex helps create a smoother, firmer look, and liquid crystals help retain moisture and reflect light. Now this is a very dewy, moisturising, luminising foundation. I mean, I do have highlight on today, but I look so much more glowy than normal. It's bizarre. And I actually set this with the powder today. So I'm going to show you the application just now so that you can kind of see what you think of that. Right, so let's get to applying this. I've actually shook this up even though it doesn't actually say shake well before use. But yeah, and we're going to try applying this 2 ways. Now, that's not very good. That's bad. There we go, okay. Right, so I'm going to try applying this 2 ways. It does say on the website to apply it to the brush, spray it onto the brush and then apply it to the skin. But it also says on the can, spray at least 8 inches from skin. So do I or don't I apply it straight to my skin? Now I know that if I apply it straight to my skin it's not going to look like blended foundation, but I am going to see whether I can use that just as a way of distributing it before blending it out with the brush. So let's give this a bit of a go. Why am I always nervous when I have spray products? This can't be worse than the spray face mask. Is that 8 inches? Yes. My aim is awful. And that smells pretty alcohol-y. Let's zoom you guys in. So colour match is a bit of a worry, but I know I checked this in the shop. And to be honest, if it doesn't match, I don't really have any other options, since the other options are medium, dark and tan. Okay, that looks alright. Let's just try it on the brush itself. Okay, yeah, you can definitely see that the product comes out quite a bit. This is a very, very light feeling formula. It's blending really easily, although it almost feels slippery, perhaps a little bit oily. We'll see how it goes with my skin throughout the day, because I do have oily skin. I think I need to spray a little bit more product to do my forehead. But colour match seems okay. Coverage is, I'm going to say medium, light medium maybe. And let's see how buildable this is. Let's drawing my chin because it's got quite a few blemishes just now. Okay, I don't consider this to be particularly buildable. I don't know, it's building a tiny bit, but nothing impressive for me anyway. So I'm going to try see how my concealer blends on top of this as well. Okay, right. So under eye corrector, I'm just going to use the W7 one again because I reviewed it this week and it's sitting out in front of me. Right, that seems to be behaving okay with that. And then my normal concealer as well. Just quick dab, dab, dab. So that looks okay. This is a very, very dewy finish foundation, which is not normally my cup of tea. I am going to set this with a loose powder. I'm not going to bake today, I'm just going to press it in with a powder puff. My forehead needs some extra help today. It just does. It just does, guys. Okay, so let's zoom out a little bit. So this is the kind of unpowdered, unset finish of this product. It is very, very dewy. If you're after a dewy foundation, then okay, this is definitely a candidate. But I am going to get this set with some powder, and then I'll go away and finish the rest of my makeup. And we'll do check-ins and things, you know, like we normally do. Okay, it sets nicely, so that's a bit of a relief. Okay, right, so just quickly, it is just after 12:15. I'm going to go finish the rest of my makeup, you know, cheeks and all that jazz. And we will check in throughout the day and see how this is holding up, whether it's oxidizing, whether it's wearing away, and all that stuff. Okay, so as you can see, this is so easy to blend. It's not completely set, even though I've got powder on it. It still feels a little bit, I don't know, it actually feels gorgeous. It's really smooth, but it doesn't feel dusty and powdery, which is slightly making me nervous it's not going to last. What I will say is this is maybe not a perfect colour match for me. I think I could actually do with it being a little bit paler, only because when I look at my neck, I do have a bit of a line where I've tried to like blend it down as much as possible, but there's definitely a line. So if this looks like it's going to actually last the day on my skin without breaking down for being oily, I'm probably going to take a little bit more product and extend it a bit further down my neck. But we will wait and see. So at the moment, I'm liking this product. We just need to see how it's going to last the rest of the day. And on a completely unrelated note, do you like my necklace? It's so cute. It's got a wee bell in it. It's so cute and I like it. So yeah, I will be back doing check-ins and we will see how we get on. Hi guys, so just in for a quick check-in. It is now 3:25. I am a little bit oily, less matte than I was earlier, but it's nothing that a quick bit of powder won't fix. Every so often I feel like this is oxidising slightly, but I'm not sure. It's maybe just because it is slightly warmer than I'm used to wearing anyway that I keep thinking it has. So I'm going to quickly touch up with some powder and then we will be good to go for the rest of the day. I hope. Oh, see, that powder goes on way paler than this, and this used to match me. Whee. Okay. So let's see how this lasts now with the heavier dose of powder, and I will be back to do another check-in. Hi guys, so I'm just doing another really quick check-in before I leave. It is just before 6 o'clock now, so it's been another 3 hours since I powdered. Again, there is oil breaking through, but to be honest with you, I don't feel like I've lost any of the coverage. So actually, I'm still happy with that. Especially if you're somebody with less oily skin, you're not going to have that problem. So yeah, so far I'm still really impressed. There's still a lot of cover there, but it still looks really natural. I'm liking this. It's not really oxidised. Yeah. I'll be back when I come home and let you see how it's held up from there. I will probably have lost foundation across here because I'll wear my glasses because I'm short-sighted, and I've tried going to hockey without them, but trying to keep track of a puck when you're short-sighted doesn't work. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Hi guys, so I'm back for a final check-in. It is 12:25. So this foundation has been on for quite a while, and I am actually really happy with how it looks. I am a bit shiny. I can't find my blotting papers. But to be honest, I feel like the coverage is still intact. And to be honest, losing coverage bothers me more than becoming oily. When you've not lost your blotting sheets, oily is really, really, really quick to fix and really easy. So even where my glasses normally rub my foundation off, I don't think it looks as bad as it usually does. You know, my cheeks, I think, look pretty much perfect, or as perfect as they were to begin with. And just shiny down the T-zone. Now, I will say that I used a foundation primer sample in transit, camera, close up, this works. Anyway, rather than like an oil control primer today, so perhaps I would actually get better results if I used an oil control primer, at least on my T-zone. But actually, considering that this is a very luminizing, moisturizing, and I believe mineral-based foundation, which is normally not my skin's friend, this has held up really, really well on my skin. I will definitely be reaching for this again. I really like it. If you're lucky enough to fit into one of the 4 shades that are available, I definitely recommend giving this a go and seeing how you get on. It seems expensive, but like we said earlier, there is quite a lot of product in here, which is a good thing. So if you guys have got any questions about this, anything that I've missed out, please leave those down below and I will get back to you. But I am now going to my bed because it's past my bedtime. But I'm going to take the makeup off first because sensible. Always take your makeup off before you go to bed. And I will see you guys later. Bye. Hi guys, so I thought I would just quickly pop in and do a really, really quick additional check-in. I've actually wore this foundation again today, but with the Cover FX Custom Blot Drops as a base. Now, I put this on before I went to work, so I put it on at about 8 o'clock this morning. It's now almost 5:30. I haven't touched up at all. I'm a little bit shiny, but not particularly bad. Nothing that would be really off-putting for me. And the coverage itself has stayed. So if I had blotted or touched up at lunchtime, I think I would be looking pretty good just now. In fact, powder brush. Yeah, I'd be happy with that as you know, a 5 o'clock face, considering that I have really, really oily skin. I mean, if you watch the video where I was reviewing the One Heck of a Blot from Soap and Glory, you can see just how oily my skin can get. So this is even more firmly in the goodbye category now than it was yesterday. And I'm going to go and edit this video together now. Bye!